Hi, boys and girls. So this week you are going to be doing a different project. You are going to be taking your crayon on an adventure. So before we even start and before I explain anything that you're going to be drawing today, what I want you to think about first is what you want your crayon to do. So some ideas may work better with putting your paper this way, and some ideas may work better with putting your paper this way. So before you even start, and you can pause the video to think about it, decide what adventure you want your crayon to go on. It can do anything that you'd like. You can see here that my crayon is going surfing at the beach. We're getting close to summer. And I actually have another one here that I was going to show you a little bit later, but you could see that this crayon is running in a race. So you could have it going for to play sports, going shopping at the mall, at a birthday party, whatever you choose. So there are lots of ideas. So you're going to think about what adventure you want your crayon to go on. You can also add more than one crayon, just like I did in my racing picture. So just to get started, you can see I drew my crayon here. I'm going to show you how to draw your crayon's body. You're going to get to decide what to do with the arms and the legs because some activities might make you use the arms in a different direction. So you'll have to think about that. And then you're going to be adding the background. So that will explain more details about what adventure your crayon is going on. So let's go ahead and get started. Just to start out, I'm going to show you how to do the crayon's body, like I said. And again, if it goes too fast in the video, take your time, pause the video. There's no rush. Remember, if you don't finish your picture in class, not a problem. You could always finish it after school. Take your time so you do a nice job. All right. So what we're going to do is start with the top of the crayon. So I'm going to start right about here. And I want my crayon to be a good size. I don't want it to be teeny tiny and little. I want it to fill up a good chunk. So I'm going to think about that as I color, as I draw. Here's the tip of my crayon. And I'm going to keep it very simple for now. I'm just going to do a rectangle shape. All right, so we have the basic shape for the crayon. Now what I'm going to do is add the wrapper. So I'm going to leave a little space here. Same thing at the bottom. Leave a little space. This is where the crayon is sticking out and on the top. And then if you ever notice a Crayola crayon has that little wiggle, I'm going to do it again. And then I can take my time to kind of color that in black, just like the real crayon. Same thing here. Add a little wiggle. Color it in. All right. And then in the center here, they usually have that oval shape. So keep it simple. I'm saving some space here though, because I want to add the face. What you can also do is think about what color crayon you're doing. So my other one was yellow. In my other picture, I actually wrote blue for the running crayon. So I think I'll do pink for this one. You can write the name of the color that you're doing. And don't forget, you can always look at your crayon. If you're not sure how it's spelled, it has the name. You could even write it in Spanish because the Spanish name is also on your Crayola crayons. So we have the crayon basically done. What we need to do is add the face and the arms and the legs. So I need to think about what I want to do. So this time though, I think I'm going to have mine at a party. So I'm going to just add little eyes and an eyebrow. Think about what activity your crayon is doing. If it's excited, you think about what kind of face you're going to draw for that. If it's scared, you want to make a scared face. If it's yelling, maybe you make the mouth open. So think about that when you are doing yours. I'm going to actually have it look like it's blowing out the candles. So I'm going to do the little lips. And I'm going to make little lines to look like air is blowing out. And later I'll add my cake here. I'm going to do the hands up. So just make 2 lines for the arms. And we're just going to go like this to make fingers. I'm only going to do 3. It's a crayon. And I'm just going to have the legs going straight. Remember, if your crayon is going to be running or doing an activity, you can bend the legs and bend the arms. I'll show you in my other picture in a minute. So maybe what I'm just going to do here is add a little table. I'm not going to make my picture super fancy. Okay, and then I could put like a little birthday cake here. And I could, add candles, could make decorations. So I'm not going to take too much time myself right now and add those details. You guys can do that when you do your picture for whatever adventure your crayon is going on. I also need to make sure I add the floor so it looks like my crayon is standing somewhere. Remember to make the floor above the feet. Otherwise, it's going to look like it's jumping. And maybe for your picture, you might want it to jump, so you could do that. So I wouldn't just be done now. Remember, my crayon is at a party for its birthday, so I might add presents. I could add balloons. I could put decorations, a little sign saying happy birthday, pink. I could put stuff on the floor. So think about all the details that you want to add to your picture to make it complete. And that way we really know what kind of adventure your crayon is on. I'm going to just bring back over this other one. You can see I had the crayon running. So I made sure I bent the legs. I wanted the arms to look like they were moving. So I bent those as well in opposite directions. And I even added some little sweat because that crayon is running really fast. I added an extra crayon just to make it look like it was excited, cheering him on. And then I could probably even add some more details like flowers, butterflies, things like that. Anything that would be outside that would make sense. And coming back to my original one, my crayon is surfing. So it's at the beach. I made sure I wanted to add a wave. I decorated my surfboard and added details in the background like palm trees, a little beach towel, and the sand. So once you guys are done, if you have time during art class, you can use whatever coloring supplies you have at home. You can trace if you like. You don't have to, but then you can go ahead and work on your coloring. So don't forget to color your crayon and color your backgrounds. Take your time. Again, if you have to pause the video at any time, you can do that. But think about what kind of adventure you want to take your crayon on, and I hope you guys have fun with your crayon.